Okay. All right, so definitely have a block handy. We're going to play around with the block today. And we're going to start lying down on our backs. Again, make sure you've got the block there with you. So have your feet flat, your knees bent, and then lay down onto your back and let your head rest on the floor. Then you can rest your hands on your belly and take a moment just to let your eyes close and let your body settle. Whenever I begin to teach this dynamic class, I'm always kind of geared up and ready to go, and it's nice just to take this moment to slow it down. Yeah, so I come into the movements a little bit more mindfully rather than going in full on, not really thinking about my body or how anything feels. So just settling the back of the body into the mat and letting your eyes close. And stopping for a moment, enforcing the stop. Feel your belly expand into your hands as you breathe in. And your belly draw back towards the floor as you breathe out. And just take this in your own rhythm. Allow yourself just to get lost in this rhythm for a moment. Feel your belly inflate as you breathe in. And the belly draw back as you breathe out. Exaggerating the pauses in between the breaths. Letting go of any tension in your jaw or your face. So you can move fluidly through the practice, going to your best place in each pose. Next time you breathe in, feel the belly inflate. As you breathe out, draw the belly button back, push down through your feet and tuck your tail. See if you can lift the hips up. It doesn't have to be high to start with. And then lower your spine down nice and slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Okay, try that maybe 4 or 5 times, just in your own time. Starting to feel the core engaged. So you might feel that with your hands on your belly, or you might feel it just from within your body. Making sure the breath keeps flowing as you engage the muscles in the hamstrings, the glutes, the core, and also mobilizing your spine. Do that one more time. Keep your hips up towards the sky and rest your hands down on the floor. Okay, keep pushing down through your heels. Feel your hamstrings, feel your glutes, and let the right hip drop, pick it back up, and then let the left hip drop, pick it back up. Okay, see if you can do that little scooping action with your hips. And then push the hips up to the sky. And then lower the spine down nice and slowly. From here, cross your right ankle over the front of the left thigh. And just let the knee open for a minute. And say the same thing. So breathing in, belly expands. And as you breathe out, draw the belly button back and try and push through the left foot to lift both hips up without leaving one behind. And then lower the spine down, vertebra by vertebra. Again, try not to leave the right hip behind. So try that 3 more times. Pushing down to the left foot, feeling your hamstring, feeling the glute, the core, and lowering the spine down. Okay. Just go for it, making sure about this right hip. Yeah, is it feeling open? Is it feeling level with the left? Lowering down. Last one. Pushing through your left foot, lift the hips up, try and keep them level, and now take your right foot up to the sky. Hold it there, try and pulse the right foot up as if you're trying to touch the ceiling, not letting your hips drop too low. Keep pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the hips lifted. Lower your right thigh in line with your left thigh and try and push your hips up more. And then let the right leg bend so the right foot rests onto the floor. Now lower the spine down vertebra by vertebra. Hopefully that's brought a bit of fire into your left hamstring and into your core. And we're going to cross now the left ankle over the front of the right thigh and press the knee open there. Big breath in. As you breathe out, belly draws back, push down through your right heel, lift the hips up. So it always feels a little bit more precarious here for me on this side. And then start to lower the spine down. And 3 more in your own time. Pushing down to the right heel and lifting the hips up. Keeping the hips level as you lower the spine down. 2 more times. Pushing through that right foot. Moving through the spine, hips lifting. And then lower spine back down. Last time, pushing down to the right foot. Lift the hips up. Okay, now hold the hips level here. Take your left leg up to the sky. And now try and pulse that left foot towards the sky. Okay, so like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there and lower your leg so it comes in line with that right thigh. Keep pushing up through the hips, inhale. And exhale, lower your left foot to the floor. And then start to lower the spine down. Feel the vertebra touch the floor there. Good. Well done. Bend your knees and bring the thighs into your chest. You can wrap your arms over the tops of the knees and just rock from side to side. Good. All right, so hopefully things feel a little bit more awake, a little bit long, bit more warm. Catch hold of your block and place the block in between your knees. Now you can take the arms up and over your head, and I want you to try and lift your hips off the floor, squeezing the block. Yeah, so lower up and down through your spine. If you need to double up your mat, sometimes that helps me here. But really draw your belly button back and really squeeze the block. Yes, we really want to get the core strong so we can support the rest of the body through the practice. Have you stopped breathing? Keep breathing. In and out through your nose. Maybe 2 more times. Make sure it's the core lifting your hips up. Okay. And now taking the block to your ankles, extend your feet to the sky and squeeze the block together with your ankles. So now you should feel the inner thighs start to wake up. Arms can go up and over your head. If it's too much though, take the hands underneath your lower back. Yeah, if you know your lower back is going to arch when you lower the legs down, keep your hands underneath your lower back. Otherwise, draw your belly button back, squeeze the block with your feet, and lower the legs to 45 degrees. And then lift them right back up. And again, lower the legs to 45 degrees. If your lower back lifts, go a bit higher. You can even bend your knees. Lift it back up. 2 more times. Keep the lower back pressing into the floor. Squeeze the block together. Bring it back up. And then last time, hover the feet. Belly button back, everything's super strong. And then bring the legs back. Good. Take the block into the hands. or yeah, block hands around the block. Bend your knees and put the block again in between your legs and let both knees fall to the right. Squeeze your left knee into the block and then squeeze your right knee into the block. Inhale, belly, body expands. Exhale, draw the belly button back. Good. Bring your knees back to the center. Just shuffle the hips over to the right. And then let both knees fall to the left side. Then now squeeze your left knee into the block. And then squeeze your right knee into the block. So the legs are active here. Inhale. And exhale. Good, guys, nice. All right, bring your knees back to the center. Take the block to one side. And now start to roll up and down your spine. Yeah, good. The next time you roll up, can you come onto your feet and rock the knees to the floor? Use your hands to help you if you need to. Once you're there, roll back into your heels and back onto your back. Bring the knees in, thighs in. And try that journey onto your feet, knees down. Rolling through the heels, roll back. That's it. Try and use momentum a little bit. Use your hands if you need to. That's it. It's quite fun. Have fun with it. Don't worry if you need to use your hands to pick yourself up, it's fine. Okay, so next time you come up onto your toes, try and lift your arms up. Yes, and then lower your knees to the floor. Lift your knees up, lower your bum down and roll back. And try that a few times and use your hands to get there. It doesn't have to be completely as I'm doing it. Do it so that you can do it. Yeah, use your hands, do what you need to do. 2 more times, your version of however you can get this. Use your block if you need to, underneath your knees. Last time. Lift the knees up, place the hands to the floor, and then lift the hips up into a forward fold. Yes, good. Hold on to opposite elbows and sway from side to side. Relax the back of the neck. Good, guys, lovely. Start to roll your way back up. Now we're coming up to standing. Cool. And you're going to stand onto your right foot, hover your left foot off the floor. Hands by your side. Now hinge from your hips. So you're hovering that left foot off. Yeah, we've done this a few times in dynamic. And then keep the left foot off as you come back up to standing. And again, hover the left foot off. Keep it off the floor as you hinge from your hips. There's a bend in your right leg. And then come all the way back up to standing. Is that left foot still hovering? Okay, last time, hinge from your hips. That's it. See now if you can extend that left leg back. Now keep the body parallel to the floor and lower your left foot. Hover it off the floor. There's a little bend in your right leg. And then come to standing. Good evening, right hamstring. So let's change sides. Step onto your left foot. Hover your right foot off the floor. Fairly strong. Okay, we already awakened the core, so that's keeping you strong. Slight bend in your left leg, hinge from the hips. Hover your right foot off the floor. And then come up to standing. Okay, try that 2 more times. Hinge from the hips. Yeah, and don't worry, if there's a bend in the left leg, that's great, that's what you need. And then come back up. Good, last one. Hinge from the hips. Now, imagine the foot still there, and lift the leg up, keep the chest long, the arms by your side, the toes pointing down. Keep your body where it is, let your right foot come back in line with your left foot, come to standing, right foot still hovering, Good, and rest your right foot onto the floor. Good. So take your block, stand onto your block with your right foot, and then just let the left leg swing side to side. Okay, so you're going to let any tightness or stress that built up then melt away, also just creating a bit more space in your hip. That's it. Also challenging the balance on the right leg. Good. All right, nice and easy, just change sides. Standing on the left foot, and again, now just let the right leg swing forwards and back. That's it. Challenge the balance on the left foot. Find something to focus on and let this leg be as floppy as you like. Good. All right, well done. From there, pop the block to one side. Standing at the top of the mat, step onto your left foot and bring your right thigh up towards the chest. Hold it there. Have your hands down by the side. Now keep everything there, just lower your body over your front leg. That's it. Good, now lift your chest right back up. Don't worry if you wobble. And again, lower your chest over your thigh. And then come back up to standing. Good, so we'll try one more. Lower your chest over your thigh. Now keep your chest there and extend your right leg all the way back. So you're in a warrior three. Bend your left leg and straighten it. Bend your left leg and now let your right foot land at the back of the mat. Lift your arms up. Good. Nice, we're going to bend the right leg, step it to the top of the mat with the left foot, and then roll through the spine as you let your head drop, and then roll up as you come to standing. Another ripple through the spine. Let your belly go down first, your chest, and then your head, and then roll your way up, come to standing. Good, all okay? Step onto your right foot and lift your left leg up. So point your toes, use your hamstring here. Good. Now strong, hinge from the hips. Lower your belly over your left leg. And then come back up to standing. And again, lower your belly over the left leg. And then come back up to standing. All right, so last time there, lay your belly over your leg. Keep your belly there and extend the left leg all the way back. Hold it there, bend your right leg. And then straighten. And again, bend your right leg. And very carefully lower your left foot to the back of the mat into a high lunge. That's it, good, lift your arms up. Breathe in. Now as you breathe out, bend your left leg. Bring your left foot to the top of the mat. And then lower down, belly, chest, head, chin to chest, and roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Two more ripples. Let the belly sink first, chest, then head, and roll your way up. All right, we'll do one more. Little ripple through the spine. And then roll your way up. Good, guys. Come to standing on your left leg. Bring your right knee up. Lay your body over your right leg, and then extend your right leg all the way back, warrior three. Bend the left leg, and then straighten. Bend the left leg, take your right foot onto the floor, lift your arms up, high lunge. Good, drop the back heel, 45, reach the fingers away. Rest your right hand onto the leg, left arm up and over your head. Breathe into the side. Good. Windmill now. Bring your left hand down. Hover it on the floor by your left foot. And then bring your back heel up. Your right hand in line with the left hand. Yeah, so you're in a lunge but over your front leg. Bend your back leg and jump your way onto your left foot. And start to lift your right leg up. Hands by your side. Warrior three. You all okay? Hold it there. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, can you start to lower your chest and your head towards your left leg? Lifting that right leg towards the sky. Go as far as you can go. Breathe in, hands off the floor if you can. Hands down if you need to. And then lower your right foot next to your left. come up into a chair pose. And then shake that out with the rippling. Tummy, chest, head. Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. And again, ripple through the chest, head. And roll your way up, come up to standing. All right, let's get busy on the other side. Stepping onto your left foot, right foot. Bring your left knee up. Keep breathing. Lay your belly over your leg. Extend the leg all the way back. Keep your chest lifted, hands by your side. Bend your right leg. And then straighten it. Good, bend your right leg. Lower your left foot to the back of the mat. And lift your arms up. Good, drop the back heel 45. You're into your warrior two. And then flip the front palm, reach it forwards, take it back. Breathe into the side. Nice, guys. So from here, bring the right hand outside the right foot. Left hand comes up and over and pick up your back heel. Yes, you're in a long lunge. You're going to step onto this right foot now and lift the left leg up. Hands come by your side into your warrior three. Inhale, belly strong. Exhale, can you float the nose towards that right shin? And don't worry if you need to bend the right leg. Don't worry if you fall out of it. Just see what you can manage. One more breath. Good, lower your left foot next to your right. Roll up through your spine, chin to chest. And then ripple back down. Inhaling to roll your way up. Exhaling to let it go. Nice, guys. Come all the way up to standing. How are you all feeling? Well done. We're going to step onto your left foot. Bring your right knee up to your chest. Last little flow. Lower your body over your right leg. Hold it there. Extend the leg all the way back. Warrior three. Bend your left leg. Bend deeper, bend deeper, bend deeper. And then lower your right foot onto the floor. Can you lift the right leg right back up? Yeah, so it's a little pulse. And again, lower the right foot, tap the floor, lift it back up. Last one. Right foot taps, lift it back up. Good, you're going to let that right foot rest on the floor now. Come up into your high lunge. Well done. Open up to warrior two. And then walk your front foot forward, flip the front palm, reach it back, breathe into the side. All right, guys, bring your left hand inside your left foot now. And right arm up and over your head. Twist the chest towards the right side. Can you reach even further? Can you breathe even deeper? Can you push your head back? Push your head back. Nice, guys. One more breath. And then make your way back up to warrior two. Good. Straighten your front leg and turn your toes to face the right. Yeah, so you're in a wide leg forward fold now. Okay, hands behind you, interlace, draw the shoulders back, open up the chest. And then exhale, fold forwards, hinge from your hips. Interlace the hands, so make sure you've got them interlaced. See if you can turn the inner elbows outwards, helping you to rotate your arms and your shoulders a little bit more. Maybe getting those arms a little bit further over your head. Maybe feeling that space in your hamstrings. Breathing in and breathing in. Good. Bringing your hands back to your sacrum and then rest them on the floor just below your shoulders. Good. Press your palms flat on the floor, breathe in, lift your head and chest up. And then breathe out, walk your hands through your legs. Now, if you have got a headstand in your practice, then you can stick it in here. Yeah? If you haven't, just keep walking your hands through your legs. If you have, make sure your elbows are in that 90-degree shape. Yeah, you need nice flexible hamstrings to get into that with ease, but see how you go. Otherwise, you're stretching into it. Nice, well done. Good. If you're in your headstand, come back down. And then reaching your inhale to lift your head and chest up. And then exhale, we're going to bend into this right leg. Lower the left knee to the floor. Bring your left heel in and reach back. Catch hold of your left foot as you twist the chest to the right. Inhale. And then exhale. Good, guys, well done. All right, release the left leg. How are we feeling? Take your hands either side of your front foot. Start to wiggle your left leg back. Start to wiggle your right foot forwards. See how low you can go. Yeah, breathe into it. Take your time. Yeah, there's no point forcing yourself into this pose. Yeah, so just go to your maximum. Breathe in and breathe out. Excellent, guys. Palms flat. You're going to bring your right leg all the way back in and take it into your first downward facing dog. Squeezing the heels towards the floor, feeling that space in your right hamstring. Inhale and exhale. Bend your knees and look forwards. This is your opportunity for a handstand, yeah? So if you like, bend your knees, heels to bottom, feet straight up to the sky, or just jumping your feet inside the hands. Yeah, you do what feels good. There's the handstand opportunity there. Inhale, lift the head and chest up. And then exhale and fold it forwards. Relax your head. Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Okay, let's get ready for that other side. Okay, so stepping onto your right foot, bring your left knee up to chest. So you've got your balance now. You're strong, you're centered, you're ready. Lay your belly over your front leg, and then extend the leg all the way back. Bend the right leg a lot, and then straighten, and then bend the right leg a lot. Good. Now, can you tap your left foot on the floor, and then lift the leg right back up? And again, belly strong, outer right hip strong, lift the leg back up. Last time, guys. Tap the floor, lift it back up, and then let the foot rest on the floor as you come up into your high lunge. A little bit of relief there for your high lunge. Yeah. Drop the back heel 45, adjust your front foot. Flip your front palm, reach it forwards and take it back. Breathe into the side. Inhale. Good. As you exhale, right hand just inside your right foot. Left arm to the sky. Breathe in. Maybe the arm can reach up and over your head. Squeeze your feet towards each other. Are you leaning on your right hand? Try and hover the fingertips off the floor. Hold it there. One more breath. Inhale. Good. As you exhale, look down and then come back up. Warrior two. Now straighten your front leg and turn your toes to the front. Now you want your toes slightly in, heels slightly out. Hands behind you. Inhale, lift the head and chest up. Exhale and fold it forwards. Hinge from your hips. And again, stretching into those shoulders, lift your arms up and over your head. Hold it there. Inhale, take weight into your toes as you lift the chest. And then exhale and fold it forwards. That's it. This looks good, guys. Well done. Keep a micro bend in your legs if you need. Bringing your hands back to your sacrum, and then resting your hands on the floor. Yeah, walk your hands back. And then bend your knees. See if you can rest your thighs on the backs of your arms. You can always put blocks underneath your hands here if you need to. And then straighten the legs, send the hips back up. And again, just have a play with it. Bend your knees. Feel the backs of the thighs, rest on your forearms. And then straighten the legs, lift the hips up. So last time, bend your knees. Now, if you are managing to rest your thighs on your arms, hover your feet off the floor. Okay, and if you're keeping hold of that, bring one foot in, and then the other foot in, and lift the heels up towards your pelvis. Yeah, see what you can manage. Breathe in. As you breathe out, release the feet, come back to where you came from. And then straighten up. Nice straight legs here. If you can. Well done, guys. Exhale, fold, fold, fold. All right, so lifting yourself up. And then going back to the top of the mat. I think I said the wrong leg last time. Yeah, so making sure you've got the other leg now. Lower the right knee to the floor maybe. I need to do the other leg because I turned sides so I could see you. So make sure you're doing the other leg as well. And reach, bring the right heel into your bottom and reach it up and back. See if you can catch hold of the foot. So we're trying to get into this quad here. Yeah. So make sure you're doing this stretch on the other leg. Inhale, so make sure it feels like you haven't done it. Exhale and twist, twist, twist. Yeah, so I did my splits last time with my right leg forwards. So this time I'll be doing it with my left leg forwards. Okay, guys, well done. Release that. Okay, so you got your hands either side. Now see where you want to go to with these splits. Walk your right leg back. That's always a nice start. Trying not to open up the hip. And then maybe you can lift that back knee up and start to waddle the left leg forwards. Yeah. Or maybe this pose is okay for you. In which case you're going to activate the legs a little bit more. Pushing down through the backs of your legs, or the back of the front leg, and the front of the back leg. Breathing into it. Give your hamstrings a little chance to rest and relax here. Inhale. And exhale. Good, guys, well done. Pushing down through your hands. Tuck your back toes and take your left leg back into your second downward dog. Bending the knees, looking forwards, and then pressing the heels down, sending the hips up high. That's it. Looking at your shins or looking past your shins, behind them. Then knees look forwards and you can jump or step or handstand your way to the feet at the top of the mat. Inhale, lift the head and chest up. Exhale and fold it forwards. Relax your head. Yeah, guys, nice. Start to roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Okay, catch hold of your block. All right, you've got nice warm hamstrings. So stepping onto your block. Okay, you can have your heels hanging off the edge. Now if you haven't got a block, don't worry, just have your feet flat on the floor and we'll work it out as we go along. Maybe you've got a book that you can stand on. Hands on your hips, right? So that's where the crease of your hip is, where your leg bends. Inhale, lift the head and chest up. And then exhale, start to fold it forwards. Now we're going to get a little bit deeper into these hamstrings. Okay, so start to, once you feel balanced, let your head hang. And you can let your hands rest on the floor if that feels okay for you. Now if it is too much, maybe you could use another block just to rest your hands on so you can control it a little bit more. Wherever you are, let your head shake from side to side, forwards and back. And I want you to walk your hands as far forwards as you need to have your palms flat on the floor. And you can have a bend in your knees as well. Yeah, so bend in the knees and walk those hands as far forwards as you need. And then try and lift your heels up and put weight into your hands. And then push your heels back. And again, rocking forwards, weight into your hands, lift your heels up. And then push your heels back, feel the weight come off the hands. You might be able to walk your hands a little step closer towards your blocks now. So rock forwards into the hands, see if you can lift the heels up from there. That's it, good. And then push the heels back, take the weight off the hands. Good, that's it. Don't worry if you need to have your hands far further forwards, Tracy, that's cool. Coming up high onto your toes. That's it, good. And can you lift those heels up? Awesome. And push your heels back. Okay, one last time. I want you to maybe walk your hands closer to the block, only if that's possible with your legs straight. Yeah. And then lift the heels up. Good. Irina, can you get those hands closer to the block? Yes, yes, yes. You want to get those hips to get right above the shoulders there. Yes, good. And then to get blood flow back into your head, start to roll your way up. Oh, sorry, blood flow out of your head rather. Come up to standing. Good. Step off the block for a minute. Give those legs a nice little shake. One last little go on the block. This time we're going to try and lift the feet off the block. Okay, so it might look a little bit like this. Coming up high onto your toes and try and hover those feet off to touch the wrists. And then land the feet inside the hands. Okay, so it might only be a little second. Pushing into your fingertips, hovering your feet off, resting the feet inside the hands. Okay, or rocking forwards, just trying to increase the stretch in those hamstrings. Yeah. So bend your knees to lower down if you need. The floor will catch you. That's it. And then could you rock forwards into those hands? Maybe there's a little moment where your core takes over and your feet hover. Get those hips high, high, high. Yeah. So close. I can feel it's nearly there. Couple more dynamic classes, we'll all be there. Well done. Good, guys. So you can bend your knees and sit your hips into your heels. Excellent. Keep practicing that. It's the only way. It will happen. It will happen. Put your feet flat on the floor and your heels onto the block. Quite a nice place to be. Good. Push the knees down, lift your chest up. Bring your hands heart center, a little twist. Left arm on the outside of your right leg. Push your palms together and look up past the top elbow. Maybe you want to finish with a little arm balance here. Hands on the outside of the right leg. Fingers pointing to the side. Make sure you bend your elbows and lift your hips up onto your bent elbows. Look towards the right side. Could both feet hover off the floor? That's it. If you're getting good at this one, I want you to take your right hip off your right elbow. Yeah, so come into it without your right hip going on your right elbow. Yeah. And then coming back to the center, twisting to the other side. Right elbow now on the outside of your left leg, and if you're getting good at this, take your left hand away and keep the hip off your elbow. See if you can manage it. Yeah, so that left elbow really gives the outer hip a little bit of strength, but without it, you've got to use more of your arm strength to be there and your core strength. Yeah, so give it a go. If you nose dive, it doesn't matter. Probably got carpet there, you'll be okay. Good. Nearly there, yes. Well done. And we come back to the center. Good, guys. Take the hands to the floor and the block away. Can you lower down onto those heels and extend the legs out in front? Safety on the floor. Hands by your hips. Inhale, lift your head and chest up. Exhale, fold it forwards. Now you can walk your hands back, like you're trying to drag your hands back, but draw your chest forward. And then roll your way all the way back onto the mat. Reaching through the fingers. You've done your core work. Yeah, so just take it down onto the floor. Good, guys, well done. Bring your right knee into your chest. Give it a nice squeeze into the chest. Oh my gosh, it's so long since I've done this little pose here. You can rock the right leg from side to side, so like from one shoulder to the other. Lift your right foot so the sole of the foot is parallel to the sky, and take your right hand on the outside of your right leg. Squeeze the right thigh outside of your right rib cage. Inhale, can you push through the back of that left leg? And exhale. Good. From here, bring the right thigh back into the chest and then start to straighten your right leg. Now you could change your grip. You could use yogi toe lock around your big toe, elbow bent. Push through your left heel, squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Inhale. And as you exhale, slide your left hand down the left thigh as you lift your head, your chest off the floor. Breathe in. Can you draw the leg closer to your head? You want to try and kiss your shin. And then exhale, lower the head, the chest back down and release the right leg. Give it a nice little shake out. Okay. The last side, bring your left knee into your chest. Squeeze and hug the thigh in. Start to flex through your right foot as well. And then let the leg move from left to right. We'll take happy baby on this side. Yeah, so holding on to the outer edge of the left foot. Thigh goes to the outside of the left rib cage, and you want to push through the back of your right leg. Your legs are ready for this. They're ready for this stretch. So bringing the knee back to the center and then straightening that left leg. Yeah, if it's too much, you know, you can always have the hand behind your calf. You don't want to be overstretching the hamstring at all. You could take your top two fingers in the yogi toe lock. I know most of you can do that. And don't worry if you can't. Hold on to the back of the calf. Inhale. And as you exhale, can you slide your right hand down your right thigh as you lift your head, your chest off the floor, and draw the leg towards the head. You know, but it's not comfortable for you, then you're not going to push it. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Lower the body, the head back down, and release the left leg. Slide both feet to the corners of the mat. Give the hips a little shake, the palms down by your side. Relax the back of the head. Breathe in, belly, body expands. And breathe out, belly draws back. Try not to skip this moment. Relax every single muscle. So if you did feel a strain somewhere, use this moment to relax that. Minimal work on our hands today, just for a change. Bring all the awareness to the core and the legs. Hope you feel warm, muscles feel awake, and that you feel challenged in a good way. Of course, it's really recommended to have much longer for your Shavasana. So if you have got time, then ignore me and stay there for as long as you like. If you're ready to move, start to breathe a little bit deeper. Start to wiggle toes and wiggle fingers. Take that long, lazy yawn, reaching your arms above the head. Full body stretch. And roll over to the right side. So you take a little time in a fetal shape. Good. Keeping your eyes closed, make your way up to seated to face the front whilst facing the computer. Hands heart center, thumbs into chest bone. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it all go. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Namaste. I recorded that one if you wanted to do it again. So I hope you enjoyed. Do shout if you've got any questions, let me know.